Have you ever found yourself reaching for something on the top shelf, only to realize your arms just don't have the same strength they used to? Or maybe you've noticed it takes a bit more effort to get out of a chair or climb the stairs these days. If that sounds familiar, don't worry. You're absolutely not alone. And more importantly, you can do something about it. You see, as we get older, especially after 65, it's completely normal for our muscles to lose a little strength. It's part of the natural aging process. But just because it's normal doesn't mean we have to accept it without a fight. The truth is, you can regain strength, even build new muscle, without ever stepping foot in a gym or buying a single piece of equipment. All it takes is a few simple movements, done consistently, right in the comfort of your home. Now I know what you might be thinking. Me? Building strength at my age? Isn't that too late? Absolutely not. In fact, research has shown that people in their 70s, 80s, even 90s can see real improvements in strength, balance, and overall energy just by doing bodyweight exercises a few times a week. And the best part? You don't need fancy machines or complicated routines. All you need is your body, a safe space, and a little bit of motivation. So today, we're going to walk through 4 of the most effective strength-building exercises designed specifically for older adults. They're low-impact, joint-friendly, and perfect for those of us who want to stay strong, independent, and active for years to come. Whether you're a complete beginner or just looking for a simple routine to keep you feeling good, this is for you. Let's start with the first one. And don't worry, I'll walk you through it step by step, just like we're doing it together. All right, let's begin with a classic move that's surprisingly powerful: the sit to stand. Now, don't underestimate this one. It might look simple, but it works some of the most important muscles in your body. Think about it. Every time you get up from a chair, the couch, or even the toilet, you're using your thighs, hips, and core. Strengthening these muscles can help you move better, prevent falls, and maintain your independence. Here's how to do it. Start by sitting on a sturdy chair, preferably one without wheels and with armrests if you need support. Scoot forward just a bit so your feet are flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Now, lean forward slightly, engage your core, and push up through your heels to stand up. Try to do it slowly and in control. Then slowly sit back down. Don't plop. Keep it smooth. If you need to use your hands, that's totally fine at first. As you build strength, try doing it without using your arms. Even doing this for just 8 to 10 repetitions, 2 or 3 times a day, can make a noticeable difference in your leg strength and balance. And if it's too hard at first, start with fewer reps. What matters most is consistency, not perfection. Let's move on to something that helps with upper body strength, which is just as important. You'd be surprised how much we rely on our arms and shoulders, opening jars, carrying groceries, even brushing our hair or reaching for a cabinet. One great way to build strength up there is with a wall push-up. Now don't panic. I'm not talking about getting down on the floor. This version is totally upright and very gentle on the joints. Stand facing a wall, about an arm's length away. Place your palms flat on the wall at shoulder height, shoulder width apart. Keep your feet planted firmly on the ground. Now, slowly bend your elbows and lean your body toward the wall. Keep your back straight. Don't let your hips sag. Then gently push yourself back to the starting position. It may not seem like much at first, but trust me, you'll feel it. This movement strengthens your chest, arms, and shoulders, helping you lift, carry, and even improve posture. Try doing 10 of these at your own pace. If 10 feels like too much, start with 5. And if you want to challenge yourself a bit more over time, you can move your feet slightly farther back. One of the best things about this exercise is that you can do it almost anywhere: your kitchen, hallway, even the bathroom while you're waiting for the shower to warm up. It's quick, it's easy, and it's incredibly effective when done regularly. Now, before we move on to the next 2 exercises, I want you to take a second and just appreciate yourself for being here. Seriously. You could be watching anything else right now, but instead, you're taking steps to care for your health, your body, and your future. That's something to be proud of. What I love about these kinds of exercises is that they're not just about building muscle, they're about building confidence. Every time you stand up a little easier, reach a little higher, or move with a little more balance, you're gaining freedom. And freedom, at any age, is priceless. So, now that we've built some strength in the legs and upper body, let's keep that momentum going. You've already taken 2 important steps toward feeling stronger, steadier, and more confident in your movements. And if you've tried those first 2 exercises even once, you might already feel a little activation in your muscles. That's your body waking up, and it loves being used. Next, let's talk about something most people over 65 don't realize until it starts causing problems: core strength. That's right. The muscles in your belly, back, and sides aren't just there to help you look good in old photos. They're what keep you standing tall, protect your spine, and make everyday movements like bending, twisting, and even walking safer and easier. A weak core is often behind that unsteady feeling when you're walking or standing. But here's the good news. You don't need to do crunches or complicated yoga poses to strengthen it. There's a much gentler and more practical move I love to recommend, and it's called the seated knee lift. Here's how you do it. Sit up tall in a sturdy chair, keeping your back straight and feet flat on the floor. Place your hands on the sides of the chair for support. Now, slowly lift one knee toward your chest, just a few inches off the floor. Hold it there for a moment, then gently lower it back down. Then switch legs. Sounds easy, right? But after a few reps, you'll start to feel those deep abdominal muscles working. Try alternating legs for about 10 repetitions on each side. And as you build strength, you can even try lifting both knees at once, but only if you feel balanced and secure. No rush at all. This isn't about doing it fast, it's about doing it right. The beauty of this movement is that it builds strength where it matters most, in your core, without lying on the floor or doing anything risky. And trust me, strengthening your core isn't just for balance. It also makes getting out of bed easier, improves digestion, and can even help relieve some lower back pain over time. It's like reinforcing your foundation so the rest of your body can move more confidently. Let's take a breath. You're doing great. This isn't just a set of exercises, it's an act of self-care. And by now, you might be feeling a little more in tune with your body. That gentle activation in your legs, arms, and core, that's your body saying, thank you. Now let's talk about one last area that's often overlooked: balance and control. As we age, one of the biggest threats to our independence is falling. And the number one way to reduce the risk of falling is to improve balance and stability. That's where our next exercise comes in, the heel-to-toe stand. It may sound simple, and that's because it is. But don't be fooled. This movement trains your body to stay steady when life throws you off balance, like stepping off a curb, walking in a crowded store, or just turning around quickly. Here's how to do it. Stand near a wall or countertop where you can place your hand lightly for support if needed. Now, place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching the toe, like you're walking on a tightrope. Stand tall, engage your belly muscles gently, and try to hold that position for about 10 seconds. Then switch feet. Put the other foot in front and try again. You might wobble a little at first, and that's totally okay. That wobble is your body's way of learning to stabilize itself. With practice, the wobble will fade and your confidence will grow. To make it a little more challenging later on, you can try closing your eyes briefly or holding your arms out to the sides like an airplane, but always make sure you're near something sturdy to grab if needed. Improving your balance isn't just about avoiding falls, it also helps you move more freely, walk with confidence, and feel less afraid of losing control. That freedom can be life-changing. You're not just strengthening your muscles, you're strengthening your peace of mind. And let's not forget, these exercises don't take much time. In just 10 or 15 minutes a day, you're giving your body the message that it's still strong, still capable, and still moving forward. That's something truly powerful. If at any point you feel unsure, slow down, take breaks, listen to your body. There's no competition here, just you doing something wonderful for your health. And if it helps, picture me right there with you, cheering you on every step of the way. The real magic happens not from doing these exercises perfectly, but from doing them consistently. One day at a time, one movement at a time, and before you know it, you'll be feeling stronger, standing taller, and moving with a sense of energy and confidence that maybe you thought was gone. It's not gone. It's just waiting to be reawakened. You've already done so much for your body just by learning and trying those first 3 movements. They may seem simple, but don't let that fool you. They're working muscles that many people stop using regularly after retirement. And when we stop using them, we start losing them. You've just said no to that decline and yes to staying strong, capable, and independent. Now let's move into the final exercise in this routine. And I saved this one for last because it ties everything together: strength, balance, coordination, and even a little flexibility. It's called the wall push-up. But don't worry, it's not like the push-ups you see young people doing on the ground. This version is much more gentle on the joints and perfect for anyone who's not comfortable getting down on the floor. All you need is a wall. Any wall in your home will do. Stand about an arm's length away from it. Place your palms flat on the wall at chest level, shoulder width apart. Now, keeping your body in a straight line from your head to your heels, slowly bend your elbows and lean in toward the wall. Then push yourself gently back to the starting position. That's one wall push-up. Try doing about 10 of them to start, but it's okay if you can only manage 3 or 4 at first. The goal is control, not speed. You should feel the muscles in your chest, shoulders, and arms working to move you in and out. And the more you do, the stronger you'll get. You might be wondering, why is this important? Well, think about how often you use those muscles in daily life. Pushing open a heavy door, lifting a grandchild, bracing yourself as you get out of a chair. Strong upper body muscles protect your shoulders, improve your posture, and make everything you do feel easier. And let's be honest, having a little extra strength in your arms feels pretty darn good when you're reaching for that high shelf or carrying in the groceries. Another thing I love about the wall push-up is that it gives you a subtle reminder of your posture. So many of us start to hunch forward over time, especially when we spend a lot of time sitting. But by pressing into the wall and pulling yourself back with intention, you're retraining your body to stay upright, chest open, shoulders back, head high. That kind of posture doesn't just make you look more confident, it makes you feel more confident. And that's really the heart of this whole video, isn't it? It's not just about building muscle or improving balance. It's about reminding yourself what you're capable of. Because the truth is, you are capable of much more than you think. It doesn't matter how old you are. You're not too late. You're not too weak. You're not too slow. You are still here, and your body is still listening. All it needs is a little bit of effort, a little bit of love, and a little bit of consistency. Now, I want to take a moment and say something important. You should be proud of yourself. Whether you're watching this to get started or you've already tried the moves along with me, you've taken the first step, and that step is everything. I've met people in their 70s, 80s, even 90s who believed they couldn't change, that they were just stuck in their decline. But after just a few weeks of gentle movement, they told me they felt like they had their life back. More energy, better sleep, fewer aches, and most of all, a sense of control again. That's what movement gives us, control over how we age. So here's what I encourage you to do. Start small. Just 2 or 3 of these exercises a day. Do them while you're watching your favorite show, while you're waiting for the kettle to boil, or right after you get up in the morning. No need to set aside an hour or join a gym. This isn't about routines, it's about habits. And good habits, no matter how small, add up over time. Let your body know that you haven't given up on it. Let your spirit know that strength and freedom don't have an expiration date. Every time you move, you're casting a vote for your own health, your own independence, your own joy. And as you begin to notice the changes, whether it's standing up with more ease, walking with more confidence, or simply feeling more alive, I hope you'll smile and remember this moment, the moment you chose to take back your strength. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What exercise felt easiest? Which one was the hardest? Or maybe you have your own favorite at-home movement to share with the community. You never know who might be inspired by your story. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button. I'll be sharing more simple, powerful ways to stay healthy and strong as we age. No equipment, no fuss, just good habits that make you feel great. So keep going, keep moving, keep living fully. Here's to a stronger, healthier, more confident you. Because no matter your age, the best version of yourself is always worth working toward.